So let's talk Final Destination, Bloodlines. So this is a film I finally got to see. I'm glad I caught it in the cinema because it's been in cinema for a while now. And Final Destination is a film that I grew up with. Again, I was very young when I saw the first original one. I can't remember all of them, to be honest. They were hit and miss, great movies, alongside with Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer. It was very fresh and new because with Final Destination, there was no killer. There was no one that it can't be stopped. It is death, and death does happen. And you could just, it's with a curse, to be honest. And when I knew they were doing a new one, I wasn't too sure. When I saw the trailer, it looked pretty cool. They didn't show too much because I think with Final Destination, you can't really show too much. And when I knew the great Tony Todd was coming back, that was great. I never knew he was ill. Never knew about that until I saw the pictures, and obviously he passed away. Tony Todd, for me, is just a brilliant actor, and he's done so much, and he's very underrated. And he deserves more respect, I think. And there's something always been special about Tony Todd, I think. He was just a great actor. I think the fact was it wasn't Evil Dead, but it was just one of those films where he was the only black actor there, and they didn't look at his colour, they just looked at he's a great actor, and he was just the best actor on set, so they took him, and I think that was fantastic. So Tony Todd's a guy that's always worked his arse off, and it's a shame to see him really go. And when the last picture I saw of him, it was really sad. He was sick, he wasn't well. And for him to do this, again, when actors are not well and they're sick and they still go out and work, and it just shows you they love what they do, and it's great what they do, to be honest, and they'll do it every day. They just show you know what I mean? And I think it's fantastic what he done, and the scenes he done in this Bloodline it went off script, and you can kind of see that from the words he was saying, you know. I got a bit emotional, to be honest, man. Yeah, because again, I do like Tony Todd a lot, always have done. I've got great respect for him and great love for him, man. He's just something special. He is. But going on to this film. Now, this film is a prequel, so it's going right from the beginning, I believe. It's going right from the beginning, and it is basically going back to the 1950s where it kind of did happen. 1950s, and where, you know, there's this tall, long building, and this woman is going through this. She's got the happy ever after. She's got the perfect, but there's this new building that's being built, and lots of people on it, and she has a vision. And at first, you don't know it's a vision. You think it's actually has happened, but it was a vision, and you find out later on. And she basically. She survived, and a lot of people survived, which they shouldn't have survived. So death caught up with them, and with the character she turns old, she grew her own family, and her family thinks she's a psycho growing into the 21st century in 2025. So, and death catches them one by one, which we all know. This film for me was good. It was good. There's things I liked a lot. It was different, and I'm glad it was a hit. Like I said, the number one thing I liked was Tony Todd being in it, obviously, and I liked they were going back to the beginning, how it really started, because again, with these films, there is no killer. It can't be stopped. Death is going to happen. It just happens, and there is a bloodline to all these families. So, and I liked it went back to the 1950s with a tall building being built. That was pretty cool. The death scenes were cool. It was really cool how it would all happened. It plays mind tricks with you where you think certain characters are dead and they're not dead. I thought that was cool as well. The characters in this I really liked a lot, and you could kind of connect with the characters a lot, and why and what they went through, and they never kind of understood why, you know, why the mum was like that and then the other mum was like that. It was very strange, but then they kind of understand, you know, it's a curse. You know, when you cheat death and when you don't die when you're meant to die, it is going to catch up with you, and you can't hide from death. And I really like that. about this movie. And that's what this movie is just telling you. You know, you can't cheat death. You can't hide. No matter how much you hide in your house, death is coming for us all. It truly is. And the way the death scenes happen is cool. It's funny how no one can have a natural, normal death in this. It has to be. But I think that's what makes Final Destination so good. Again, bringing this franchise back was really cool. I didn't expect it to be back. It's one of those things you didn't really thought that was needed to come back. It didn't really need to. But it was cool how they done it. And the best way to do it is a prequel. From number one, because I think number one was probably the best one. People didn't really like. It's not like they didn't like it, I think they were just hit and miss with certain people. So, yeah, the story was okay. I think it was enough what you can do with it, where, you know, it comes from this family going to the 1950s, and it dragged on because so many people survived and they shouldn't have survived, and which they did. And the kills were good. Scary? No. Bloody gory? Yeah. You will think, oh God, really? Because Final Destination is not really a scary movie. You're not meant to be scared. You're just meant to be like, oh, when's it going to come? Oh, what's going to happen here? And then you're just going to think how gory it is going to be. So, yeah. Final Destination, a good film. A good film. I'll give it 4 stars. 4 stars. 4. So, yeah, nice little neat film. And I love horror, you know, I really enjoyed horror. It's good to see horror. Like I said, horror is really doing well at the moment. Horror is really working in the movie industry and in Hollywood. And because at one point horror goes through phases where it goes a bit over the top, or it gets done right, or it doesn't get done right. And it could be totally a disaster, or it could be okay. But horror is really doing well. A lot of horrors that have come out is really doing well. So, yeah. But have you seen Final Destination Bloodlines? What did you lot think? Did you lot think it was good? I want to hear your thoughts about Final Destination. So, yeah. We'll see if they make another one. But where would they go with it? What do you lot think? But yeah.